Hey everybody, I'm Law of the West, and today I'm going to be doing another Entrenched mission. Now, I feel really bad about this one because I wanted to overkill it really hardcore, so I decided to bring the Carrack with me and the Storm. And unfortunately, the Storm did not want to work with me in any shape or fashion. As a matter of fact, this is my second time trying to haul a Storm over here, and oh, wow, it just did not work. Okay, so I'm going to transfer my imprint over here just in case the worst happens. And by overkill, too, I mean, the Carrack has got all the hauling capacity that I could possibly need. It's got a respawn point, and technically could bring a better ship like the Storm or something like that. You know what? I wouldn't even bother. I'll tell you exactly what happened in a second, too, on my way out. Both times it despawned out of the hangar. It bangs around way too much. Actually, I'm going to go to the subdeck. That's all right. I'm not going to jump out the side. Yeah, let's go subdeck anyway. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, I'll show you as I'm walking out of the hangar. When I tried to put it in here, yeah, it just banged around so much it turned purple and then just disappeared, which is, yeah, that's a feat, you know, especially when I own both ships and it's banging around so much the server is like, no, I'm taking care of you. You get out of here. Oh, it landed good. Okay. Ooh, it's going to pop me up in the air. Whee! No, it didn't. Wow, nice. Oh, oh, oh. And I left the engines on, didn't I? You know what? I really don't care. I do care. Unfortunately, I do care. Wow, the winds. Okay, this is going to be one of those missions. I can already feel the wind pushing at my back, keeping me from moving. This is going to be it's going to be a slog. It's going to be one of those missions where I think I'm going to be doing a lot of editing. And what's funny, too, is I really want to like the Storm. I do. I love the way it looks. It's total anime tank. It was made for one person. I was shocked that it can actually fit into the Carrack. I mean, that's one of those things that just kind of made me do like a, you know, double take. It also fits into other ships like the Corsair. I don't remember the rest of the list off the top of my head. Hold on a second. Yeah, I left my thrusters on. Yeah, dumb. Let's open everything else up. The good news, though, is the sun is rising. It's just peeking over the horizon. It's going to pop me up in the air. Watch this. Whoa, it didn't. Okay. Whenever that ramp hits the ground and digs into it like that, man, my ship usually does a double flip. I can't blame the game on that. That's completely and totally my fault. As a matter of fact, a great way to keep that from happening is to extend all the ramps from your ship, especially if you have a big ship, before you land, and then just ease it down. Usually a lot more subtle transition when you do something like that. And am I going to shut all these doors? Nope, because that would be the smart thing to do. So we're just going to ignore it. Yeah, one of these days, I'm going to come back here and the ship is just going to be flying away. But I don't really care right now. I'm not really doing this to farm. Obviously, I'm just going to fit whatever I can in my backpack. I'm just doing this for the reputation. Because right now, I'm trying to farm up these levels so I can get to a point. Oh, let me show you right now. Let's get into it. Boop. Let's go over here to rep. So, Hurston Dynamics. I'm building up both of these security and tracker up to associate tracker and junior security tracker, because that opens up a whole new level of missions for me. I believe that's when the distribution center missions start appearing in 4.0, and that's what I really want to do. Now, if you have the bounty hunting access to the distribution center missions and the security access to the distribution center missions, you can combine those two and really start doing some serious farming, and that's what I wanted to show off in another video. Now, unfortunately, the earlier video that I was trying to do, and you know, I should have showed you while I was still on this screen over here in contracts. And we'll go over to Mercenary. I was trying to do the orange level contract. Now, unfortunately, these have not been working for me no matter what I've been trying to do. And every time I fail on it, I'm afraid it just drops me down to my reputation level. And that takes me one step away from my goal towards getting those distribution center missions open. So, you know, that's where we have it. So right now I have a respawn point in case the worst happens. Something to fall back on at least. I'm really not looking forward to doing this run over and over again, but, you know, we'll see what happens. At least we got a good view. I was hoping we'd have a little better view coming over, but that's all right. Hurston in particular is gorgeous looking in sunrise and sunsets. Wow, and I gotta watch pushing my guy. I haven't died of a heart attack in a long, long time in this game, and I don't want it happening live on video. Well, live for me. Somebody's gonna call me out on that. It's pre-recorded, it's not live. Law of the West. I know. Slip of the tongue. Thousand apologies. So another thing too is I usually land around, 3 kilometers away. You can get closer than that. I know you can. As a matter of fact, a really good strategy is just basically try to find the highest mountain and just hide behind it. Get as close as you can. I've tried doing that a number of times. You're more successful with that the smaller ship you have. Larger ships tend to have a little more difficult time at that. Because just because there's a large mountain to hide behind, it doesn't always guarantee that you have flat terrain to land on or any other number of things that could go against you. So yeah, it's a good tactic for a smaller, more nimble ship. Just get really low to the ground, try to sneak up on them. For me, I found the 3 kilometers away rule really good for large ships because you don't have to worry about anything, especially if you have a ground vehicle. You can cover this distance in no time flat, unlike me right now who's slow boating it. Yeah, see, that's gorgeous right there. And if I had my storm like I wanted, this would be very, very easy. So I gotta watch. I have absolutely no protection when I go over here. And a lot of people have debated with me over what the perfect ground vehicle is. Like some people say the STV or even the PTV because it's really small. For me, it's the Rover. And here's my thought process. The Rover gives you a shield, internal protections. It isn't really armored, but they can't just snipe you. There's at least some level of division between you and the outside. And on top of that, you also have the remote turret. And pilot has access to the remote turret, which is very rare for a ground vehicle. And I tried certain things too, like the Pulse, which the default Pulse has the gun onto it. The Dragonfly, which has 2 size 1 guns. And even though they're kind of gimbaled a little bit, like the Nox is another one too, it's like that. And even though those guns are kind of gimbaled, the problem with them is that it is so hard to hit something with it. It just becomes very frustrating very quickly. And even the Rover has, the Ursa Rover has some issues with hitting guys, but it's so much easier to do than any of the other ground vehicles. And somebody's probably going to bring up the MT Cyclone. And, yeah, still exposed, and you need another person to do it, so kind of useless for solo missions. Wow. Still trying to get there. I might jump ahead a little bit. The view is good getting over there, but it's not that good. When I create chapters in this video, I think I'm just going to label this one Rambling. Stalling for time. I tried to get a little closer with the Carrack, but man, it would have been going on the other side of those mountains would have been my choice. The other mountain range, that's another one I would have had to strafe all the way around to get there. But I have to go down to this dip. And man, this is looking really familiar to me. You want to have flashbacks to a later mission. Yeah, there it is right there. It's not too much farther. We're almost there. I just have to make sure I get my game face on before I arrive and guys just ventilate me. Hacha! Okay. No. Put that way. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's going to win the mission. There you go. That's better. And, you know, speaking of that, the Karna has really grown on me. I just started using it again lately. And I believe like the last time, or the first time I ran across the Karna, let's see. I guess still got a little bit of time. The first time I ran across the Karna was during the Citizen Con when they first introduced the Valkyrie, I believe. Man, I just fell in love with that gun after that. For some reason, I just stopped using it. I don't think there's any real reason behind it. I think I just moved on to other weapons. Like the SF-9 was like a meta weapon at one point. The Demico was another one that was just kind of like a meta weapon. And I think I just forgot about this. But yeah, recently someone was using it, brought it back into my attention. I tried it for a couple of bunker runs, and I just love it. Okay. Let's reacquaint myself here. So funny, just a slight dip in the terrain and these bunkers just disappear on you. Yeah, what can I say? Gorgeous background. And of course, I'm disguised as a Ninetales. Just hoping that they kind of forget for 1 second, mistake me for one of their own. I know that's not going to happen. Yeah, I'd love to see if they start going Deus Ex with some of these missions. It would allow me to actually get into a point. You know, just walk right past the guys in the front because I'm dressed like they are. And as long as I don't do anything sneaky or crazy, they wouldn't recognize me. And it seems like they kind of want to go in that direction. Not in the last Citizen Con, but the Citizen Con before that. They were showing a lot of, you know, alternative ways of playing games other than just running, gunning everything. So I would love to see him kind of pushing that level of gameplay and AI. We'll see, you know. Let me know in the comments section how you feel about that. Is that something you would be interested in? Do you like that? Or is it kind of just like meh to you? I'm kind of curious. For me personally, I would love to. And the reason why it would be very cool is because you'd be able to go in there on your terms. Like you could find a good place that you could hold up at. And then when you feel like tactics were on your side, you could just unleash. Yeah. And some of these missions can be a lot easier or a lot more difficult depending on where they start out. So like right here, I'm going to have to take out like, what, 4 guys or something like that. A couple of heavies, a couple of regular dudes. So I'm definitely going to need cover before I get over there. We'll see how this turns out. Like once again, not looking to die. And I don't think they're going to have anybody patrolling around outside. I have had to encounter that every now and again, so. But I think that was back during the Save Stanton missions. They had a guy who was patrolling around here, and they had other people patrolling over around there. I'm just going to hug the side of this. Oop, there's the guy right there. You just caught him for a second. We'll see how this weapon does at distance. This is more of a mid-range kind of gun, so he's right over there. He is. Got him. Got him. Got tagged a little bit. Just gonna heal up just out of paranoia. What else we got? Oops. There we go. Ooh, oh, you shot me through the collision, you miserable. Okay, reload. I got plenty of ammo. For once, I came prepared. There's gonna be another guy or 2 guys around here. Okay, let's all do this. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, you're brave or stupid. I don't know which. Love this weapon up close. God, it's so rapid fire. So easy to waste ammo. What am I doing? 45. Okay. Retreat a little bit. 5. Heal up. Good to go. Oops. Reload. Okay. Now, I don't know how many more guys are. Ooh, there you are. God. Dirty little. Hearing a hit. I love those hit markers. Okay. I'm feeling good. Let's start pushing. No. That sounded like it was the main guns. Yeah. Anybody else want a piece? I've got plenty of ammo. My God. Okay. Let's get in here. It makes me really miss those other missions where they let you know percentage of people you need to take out. I have no idea how many guards are going to be down here. And apparently wearing their armor did me no favors. I hate doing that when I'm playing with other people, like actual players. Like I usually try to mix it up and not look like the enemy, but when I'm just fighting these guys, this is disposable armor. I don't care what happens to it. If I get killed, no big deal. Okay, there's going to be plenty of people down here too. Oops. Have I even hitting you? Oh, you're being all dramatic like I am. Okay, one. Reload. How are we doing? 173. Okay, we're doing pretty darn good. I really have to catch myself sometimes to make sure I don't swear. Oop. Goodbye. The good side about these missions, I don't have to worry about whether this guy's a guard or not, though. That's the bonus. Bad side is that. No, I don't know what the bad side is. I'm just gonna... Oops! I'm gonna keep patrolling. Oh, heavies. Heavies. How am I doing health-wise? Oh, you didn't... I could have sworn he tagged me there, but I guess not. I really don't need to kill these guys. If I had call to arms, I'd be making money doing this. Okay. Back up. Back up. Let's heal up. I'm doing pretty good. I still don't have any permanent injuries. How many more of these guys are there? Jeez. Defensive positions. Any more? Reload. Man. I've got a lot of mags that have like one bullet in it. I'm thinking this might have been everybody. I don't know. Core armor. Sometimes there's always that one straggler is kind of just always hanging behind, you know? Okay. So I'm going to grab that. Oh, no, I'm not going to grab that. Wow. 0 ammo. Hold on a second. Flip the other side. Sometimes this can be a little tricky. Just pull this out again. I like the gun, but I like ammo better. So I killed that guy. I'm gonna look around for exactly. Looks safe. I'm gonna look for good loot like this. Ravenger. So one thing I might show is what to do with the spoils of war after this, because just putting my head in a swivel, that's all. That's why there's a lot of awkward pauses. Ooh, and that too, God. Unfortunately, if I have any scratchiness with my voice, I've been really sick the last couple of days, so my apologies for that. Any weird stomach noises you're hearing in the background too. My body has just been hating me for those last couple of days. But it's okay. I take my anger out on the Nine Tails. The sicker I get, the angrier I get. Oh God, wow. I don't know if the mic picked that one up, but woof. His stomach is just making all kinds of horrible noises. Save that for the bloopers reel. Yeah, I'm not checking the bodies either. Kind of really only interested in Karna ammunition right now. I'm so cheap I don't actually buy ammunition or anything else. Which this one? This is the Lumen. Lumen. I'm not a big fan of the Lumen. Ooh, Okay, custodian. Custodian is the other one that I actually really like. I don't want to do that. How dare you drop the Karna for that, you Philistine. There you go. Give me that back. Them's fighting words. I will grab the custodians. So all these weapons are worth different amounts of money, obviously. Some of them are really worthwhile to grab. Some of them are not. Not gonna let me do it? Yeah, sometimes it's really finicky about what it'll let you do and when it won't. Mainly it's involved with the inventory system, not really catching up to what you're doing. See, right now, there's nothing over here. And I actually do have forever to wait, but I don't have infinite patience. So, hold on. I really want this gun, so let's do something here. Oh, I can't. I was supposed to say I want to compromise, but that's another good thing about the Karna, is it fits into your backpack. The FS9 does not. Oh my goodness, that was such a schlog. That's my own fault, really. No, it's not my fault. It's the storm's fault. But I want to show you a couple of things before I end this video. Man, that Carrack is just a beautiful ship. There's certain ships in the game that you just love. The Carrack is definitely one of those ships for me. Valkyrie is the other one. I don't care what happens. I don't care how they change those ships over time. I will always keep them. Now, here's a couple of things I wanted to show you. Now, let's pull out my gun here. Nope. Let's pull out the other gun. There we go. Nope. Let's pull out the other gun. Hold on a second. We'll put you away. Let's see if I can find the Karna. Here it is. And I can't... let's just put that on my back. All right. Now, let's put the Karna in my hands. There you go. So, there's a little something I wanted to show you. Now, if I look... Well, let's get out of this screen here for a second. If you look, see all my mags? Down here, they almost all have, like, literally nothing in it. This has, like, 3 shots, 1. This is what you do about that. This is how you repack your ammo. You take one, like, Karna rifle battery, take it over here, just put it on your belt, right-click on it, and it combined all ammo. And you'll see it just starts repacking everything and putting it into as few mags as you can with as much shots into it as you can. That's how you do it. That is not how it's intended to work, but that's how you can make it work. I just wanted to show you that really quickly. And then after this, I want to show you what you can do with all these items when you bring them back. So hopefully, if the game allows me to land, then I will show you that next. So luckily, I was able to land at the space station without any problems. So now I'm going to show you what you can do with your loot that you've gotten from these bunker missions. So I go over to your inventory, and let's drop all my stuff into it. We've got a nice little collection of stuff at this point. And, oh, move all, nice. That is very handy. Sometimes the move all is available, sometimes it's not. When it is, God, it works so well. I love that option. Okay, so now everything's in my local inventory. I'm able to sell it. Now, that also goes for crates and boxes that you filled up with stuff. Because once you stow it in your local inventory, everything inside of the crate also becomes part of your local inventory. So you don't have to take things out of boxes in order to sell it. Very handy. So I went to the gallery, and this is the place over here where you can sell your weapons.
Hi. Thanks for coming in.
Basically, any place that sells weapons, you can sell your weapons too. So, yeah, see, it has a little kiosk over here where it shows all of them. Super easy process. Come over here, go up to the top, click sell. Now, we're not going to be dealing with armor right now. We're just going to be dealing with weapons. So we have personal weapons, and then subcategory, personal weapons again. This just helps filter out things like attachments and ammunition, things like that. And there's one other thing that's even easier. So if you go over to item name, let's just go FS.
Hi. Thanks for coming in.
Now it's displaying just the FS9. It's going to show that just to prove me wrong. But it should be showing just the FS9 weapons. And this is really handy, so you can go over here, hit quick sale, get rid of them. And the whole reason why you do this is essentially because you just don't want to accidentally sell any of your other weapons, or if you have tons of weapons in your list, this is all you have to deal with. So if you want to get rid of that and go back to the main one, just erase that. And now you have all these options again. Like say I just want to sell the P4s. Go over there and just type in P4. Now it's just going to show the P4s. Yeah, and so on for everything else. Very handy, very easy to use.
Hi, welcome to the store.
And if you don't want to do the quick sell, you can go over here, go something like this, and it'll give you like the option to not sell any attachment that's also with it, including ammunition. So something to think about too. When you get more money, the more attachments are part of it. Well, that's going to be it. Thank you, everybody, for... that guy is... he's eyeing me to death right now. I got to get away from him before I can form a thought. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for joining me for another video. I've been your host, Law of the West. Thanks for watching, and take care, everyone.